Good morning, friends, and welcome to the SBI Securities morning podcast, talking about how our markets fared on Friday. Then, both the benchmark indices they recorded moderate gains on Friday, led by the domestic rate-sensitive financials, after the Reserve Bank of India lowered the key interest rate by 25 basis points to 5.25%. This meant that Sensex ended the day up 0.52%, whereas Nifty was up by 0.59%. On the fund flow side, FIIs were net sellers of stock worth rupees 438 crores, whereas DIIs net bought stocks worth rupees 4189 crore in the cash market on Friday. For today, the GIFT Nifty is trading marginally lower, indicating a flat to negative start for the day. Moving on to the US markets, then the stocks in the US market they edged higher on Friday, but however they failed to break into the record territory. This was as the investors stayed cautious ahead of the Fed Reserve's interest rate decision, which is due this week. The treasury markets, on the other hand, endured their worst week since June. The dollar index is at 98.88, USD INR is at 89.98, while the Brent is at 63.72. Talking about the Asian markets, then the Asian stocks they opened the week on a tentative footing as the investors have weighed in rising tensions between China and Japan, along with a packed calendar of central bank decisions and the broader outlook for the risk assets into the next year. Moving back and coming back to our markets, the sectors or stocks that would be in focus is that first Biocon, wherein the biopharmaceutical company has announced a strategic corporate action wherein the company will fully integrate its subsidiary Biocon Biologics into the company. This is obviously subject to applicable approvals. This will require the company to buy the remaining stake in Biocon Biologics from the Serum Institute Life Sciences, Tata Capital, and Active Pine through a share swap of 70.28 Biocon shares for every 100 shares of Biocon Biologics at a share price of 405.78. This values Biocon Biologics at USD 5.5 billion. This integration is expected to be completed by March 2026. On another major development for the company's subsidiary Biocon Pharma has received the tentative approval from the US FDA for its ANDA for carbidopa and levodopa extended release capsules. These capsules are used to treat the Parkinson's disease. So a major development for Biocon, and this company will surely be in focus today. The next company in focus would be Dynamatic Technologies, where the company has announced a pact with Dassault Aviation to build the complete rear fuelages for the Falcon 6X, which is positioned as Dassault's newest business jet. Moving on, Cochin Shipyard will be in focus as the company has secured a significant European order to build advanced electric transverse tugs. HFCL would also be in focus as the company has received an order worth rupees 656 crore for the supply of optical fiber cables. Another major order won would be for Ashoka Buildcon, where the company has received an additional 447 crore work order from BMC for a flyover project, taking the total project cost to rupees 1574 crore. On the IPO side, today we will see the IPOs of Corona Remedies and Wakefit Innovations opening up for bidding. So investors can refer to our IPO note from our website. And that was all for today. Thank you for tuning in.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.